So the same way that we have like big grocery stores, but then we also have.
That's a crazy way to say that you want your children to receive an indoctrination instead of an education. Really and honestly, I'm curious what political things that everyone's freaking out that kids are learning about in school. Please, because that has nothing to do with education. You do understand that, right? Teachers don't give a shit about that, and kids don't give a shit about that. Politicians give a shit about that, okay? And the problem with what's going on in the education system in the United States right now is that the Republicans are trying to gut and delegitimize education by suggesting that things that are factual, scientifically based things, or historically based things, they're trying to change, rewrite, or just discourage from being taught altogether. And your mentality in this is helping them do that, okay? Like, the suggestion that you should just trust some random teacher to be able to give your child a full education, to me is just fucking ridiculous. In my opinion, there needs to be a school board, a bunch of other people holding that teacher to account, not only to make sure that teachers aren't abusing students, but that they're actually teaching them the things that they are supposed to be taught. Not just the things that they decide they want to teach because it's expedient or because it doesn't get them embroiled in the political debates. I hate to tell you this, but just because something is uncomfortable or political doesn't make it bad. And just because you don't like something doesn't make it untrue. Or, you know what I'm trying to say, okay? So, I understand where people are coming from. They do or don't want certain things taught. But, like, well, I don't want religion taught because I don't want my children to be led to a religion. I do believe that religions should be taught as an educational tool to teach children about religions, what religions exist and what those religions believe in the histories of those religions. But that doesn't mean teaching kids to believe in said religions. And that's the kind of problems that the difference between what you're suggesting and the things that people on the left are generally suggesting. We want our kids to learn things that are factual, not belief-based, okay? And while people will use that same argument to argue against transgender people, the science backs up the existence of transgender people and intersex people. So the suggestion that we'll leave that one alone, okay? But beyond the rest of it, your claims that it's like, oh, teachers don't want to teach what's being pushed. What's being pushed? Tell me, what do you think it is that's being pushed? Tell me. I'll wait.